What's up, everybody? My name is Chris, coming back at you again today with another video. You have found the Stuff I Like channel. Today we are talking about a bag that I did a quick unboxing of about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago almost. This is the Pad Quill 13-inch small briefcase. This bag, as I mentioned on the video briefly, I got this bag at a 25% discounted rate from the Pad Quill Etsy page. Pad Quill is a very popular brand that is continuing to grow. They make a lot of tech-focused gear that has kind of an old feel to it, so they kind of have this old and new thing going on. And they have a very nice website, and they do a lot of business online. But they continue to update their Etsy page, not only with new items, but with what they call their seconds or their gently used items. And this was a seconds, quote-unquote seconds item, meaning it was used, it had very light wear and tear, and it was 25% off of the list price. Again, this is the 13-inch briefcase. This is in charcoal, which is the color of the filtered twill wax canvas, and whiskey colored leather. This is full grain leather, American full grain, very, very high quality leather. I believe it's the same stuff that Saddleback uses and some other top leather quality or leather companies. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a vegetable tan leather, and it is very, very high quality. I'll go through a little more about the bag in a little bit, but for those of you who have seen my other videos, you're probably thinking, why another bag right now? So let me go ahead and talk about that quickly because it's something that I've been thinking quite a bit about. As many of you may know if you've watched a lot of these videos, I just reviewed and did an EDC on a backpack from Briggs & Riley that I very much love. And now I'm doing this. So what I decided to do was say to myself, okay, I need one good briefcase and one good backpack. At this point, I had about 6 other lesser quality bags, a couple messenger bags, a $50 briefcase that I got from TJ Maxx, and a couple other sling bags that I got from Amazon. So I decided, okay, I'm going to sell all of those cheap bags, which I did, and I'm going to go focus on quality. You know, you buy once, you buy quality, you buy once, and you keep it for many, many years to come. So now I have one very nice backpack. It can be used for travel, it can be used for a little more casual occasions. Still can be used for work, depending on what I have going on. If I have to carry my larger laptop, I'll carry that. And then I have this bag, which is kind of every day to work. And then if I have to switch out after work, if I'm going out and I want to put the backpack on, I can do that. So it's about flexibility. It's about different styles for different occasions, and that's why I'm doing it. So inside this bag, I have it loaded out with my EDC, much the same EDC that I showed off just about a month ago in the last review. So I'll go through it quickly because I want you to see what this bag can hold. But for the most part, this is focused on the bag from Pad Quill. So let's get a little closer up. Check out what we got here. As I said, this is a charcoal wax canvas, filtered twill wax canvas. This is a beautiful material. This is already taking some scuffs, which it's supposed to do. I mean, they tell you that, you know, the longer this thing is in existence and being knocked around, the better it's going to look, and I believe that. So we are very excited about the way this is going to look over the years. As you can see, a little kind of stud rivet here for a closure of the rain flap. That's how the bag is secured. It is very simple to use. You can do it with one hand. You see these handles are extremely nice. You have leather folded over and stitched. The stitching is the same stuff they use in parachutes, which the guy from the Pad Quill videos is very fond of saying. Let me go ahead and show this off. This hardware is super nice, super high quality. Very high density metal, excuse me, it's you know, it's very high quality. And let me just go ahead and tell you, I had to buy the straps separately. When I bought the used bag, the strap did not come with it. So I went ahead on their website, and then because it was the first thing I had actually bought from the Pad Quill website, I got $10 off, so I was able to get this for about 30 bucks. I also bought a little $10 thing of their leather balm, which I can use on a number of products. So this is the strap. It's also in the whiskey. You can see I just got a little scuff on it today, which is fine. That'll age in and patina nicely as time goes on. So I like the strap because then I can wear it crossbody if I want to, or just hang it on my shoulder, or take it off and just carry it as a traditional briefcase. So there we go. That's the front of the bag. We will take a look at the side. Again, this is 13 inches by about 4 or 5. And of course, because it's canvas, it will expand towards the middle and kind of beef out as you put things in it. Here's the other side. I like these little tabs here that kind of protect the zippers, which we'll talk about. It is canvas on the bottom all the way down through, which is fine because it has a weather protectant seal on it, and it's very weather resistant. Here's the back. As you can see, the first day I carried this, it was rubbing really hard against a pocket clip I had in my pocket. So there's some, you know, there's some scuffing on this, but I am not worried about that. That is gonna wear in. It'll start to fade to the background over time, and it'll just, this bag is just gonna look amazing. So as you can see, the back here is the Pad Quill logo. That's really the only logo on the outside of the bag. There is something underneath the flap, which the folks at Pad Quill are really excited about. And let me show you the 2 imperfections that I saw when I got this bag from the Etsy page. This black mark right here was here on the bag, and that was one thing I think that the previous owner, the first owner of this bag, probably did at some point. Also, these ridges, which, as I've done some researching and reading on these, I think that this is natural. This ridge here has kind of started to come up just since I've had it for the last 2 weeks. And as I've worked in this leather and kind of done this and played with it, you can see when it discolors like that, that's how you know it's real high quality. I think these ridges are fine. I've talked to a few folks about it, and they all say very natural. It's a stress point. It's where it folds back. It's where you're feeling it the most. And as time goes on, this is all going to break in and really just look beautiful. So here's the rain flap from the back. I will flip it back over and let's get into the front inside. So the folks at Pad Quill love to show off this little signature plate for the people that make the bags. As you can see, handcrafted by our brothers and sisters in Leon, Mexico. So this is not made in America. It is an American company, but not made here. The folks that make these bags are generational leather workers. So there's the rain flap. There's the little pop bolt there, rivet, and here we have super heavy-duty YKK zippers. You can see the YKK right there. These zippers are hardcore, man. This is a big zipper. It feels good when it's still breaking in, especially around the corners there. So it does take a little bit of work to get it over that little corner, but you can tell that these zippers are made for the long haul. I mean, they are really nice, and when you zip them, man, they just feel great. So the YKK polished, I think it's a nickel, polished nickel. They are smooth zippers. They make it a point to say that these won't cut you or bite you when you stick your hand in the bag. And then you see there's another little rain flap underneath the zipper. So a lot of protection from the rain. I am not a huge fan of this rain flap. I do think if I had a larger bag, a 15-inch or even a larger bag than that, it wouldn't bother me because I would be able to pull out farther here and have a little more space to see in. But with this bag, the 13-inch, it does limit a little bit my view into the bag. So that's one minor complaint I have. You can pull it out like I just did and fold it back. It does take a little bit of work. Let me fold the rain flap back here. But it's not a huge deal, but it does hinder a little bit your access into the bag. One thing I've noticed as a difference from the backpack is access and ease in getting stuff in and out with a bag of this size can be an issue. So that's just something you have to consider. So let's start taking some stuff out of it. This is my small little food bag that I bring to work for my snacks. Let me see. Oh, I have a medicine bottle in here I'm going to take out because it's not something you need to see. This is a little cheap $5 case that I bought from Amazon recently because I was getting my headphones in and out so much, my earbuds, that I did not want to get them out of my main kind of tech kit every time. So I bought a little headphone kit. I have my stock Apple earbuds as well as a pair of Anker Soundbud Slims. $20 earbuds that are super high quality. I plan to do a review on these at some point in the near future. So now if you get a little look into the bag there, it's a very nice bag. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. They are assholes. So let's go ahead and pull out the So Drop 2s. These things will fit in here nicely. They even will fit in with the case. I've chose to keep the case out because I can fit a couple more things in there. This I forgot to show in my last EDC video because it was sitting on my desk because I was listening to a podcast. This is the small Altec Lansing H2O speaker, just about a $40 speaker. You have a little loop on here so I can attach it to a carabiner. Nice heavy duty, waterproof, very nice speaker. Also have my little trusty retractable lint roller, the Flint. That sticks in there no problem. And then we're going to get into the two kits. I will encourage you to look at the other videos. I will link them up above in the card section. This one, I can tell by the weight of it, is my hygiene survival kit, men's hygiene kit. And this is my tech survival kit. A little bit heavier, but still fits nicely into the bag. Those stand straight up vertically and kind of, sitting side by side, back to front. And then finally, the last module in the bag. Also have a video on this, which I'll link. This is my EDC Survival Kit. So that is the three big modules plus my headphones and a small food compartment. And as you can see, there is the primary. Let's get this up here and see if we can get a little better look into it. There you go. That's the inside of the bag. Very high quality. This canvas is canvas, so it's not rigid, but it's also not flimsy. I have a couple things tucked back in these little pockets. There is a sleeve here, which is hard to see, but there is a separate laptop sleeve. I have a little light in there that I can use when it's dark. I have a little microfiber cloth, and then there are two kind of hand pockets here. Here I have a small backup battery, 5,000 milliamp hours, of course from Anker, because if I'm buying a backup battery, I am buying it from Anker. Have a backup battery, have a Right in the Rain notepad right here, 3x5, fits in there nicely. Have some hand wipes, have a couple napkins I put in there, and then there are, really hard to get a camera angle in there, but there are two pen slots back in there that work nicely for normal size pen. One Sharpie, one regular size pen. So as you can see, the bag does lose a little bit of its form when everything's out of it. It's still, as I said, it's still got a little bit of a rigidity to it because this is such high quality canvas. But for the most part, it does lose its shape. And I forgot to tell you also, my A5 moleskin notebook here, I keep that in the back. I did have my House of LH travel wallet stuck in here, and it does fit, but it's just easier with this bag to use the moleskin notebook by itself. That's all I have in this back slot. Again, this bag is 13 by I think 10 high and 4 wide. It can probably be 5 inches wide if you need it to be. So just some final thoughts. I very much enjoy this bag. It has a classy look to it. It is very professional. It can also be used in a more casual setting. The strap is of super high quality. I mean, you can see just this clasp here. The way you adjust it, everything about it's very high quality. The only thing about it is, even though it holds the vast majority of my EDC, it's a different kind of feel. You have to get used to it as opposed to a backpack with a wide mouth opening where you can really get your arm in there and grab stuff. That secondary rain flap underneath the zipper is a little bit of a challenge for me to get my hand in quickly, but I understand why they did it. And really, the beauty of the bag, you can see just some of these scuffs here, which I'm really excited about, honestly, as a fan of leather. These are all going to wear in. This bag is going to get, the color is going to start to patina. You're going to start to see around the creases and the wear points where the leather really breaks in. Again, American full grain, best leather you can get, and the products they use at Pad Quill are really amazing. So, highly recommend this bag. Please let me know what comments you have, what questions you have. And thanks to the folks from Pad Quill for offering some used items on their Etsy page. Etsy, I would strongly suggest check that out and see if you can find something for a little bit of a discount. And aside from that, do a like, do a share. Thanks for visiting Stuff That I Like channel.